Let's get right into it. Number 9. The sudden brain fog. Imagine you're going about your normal day when suddenly your mind feels like it's wrapped in cotton. You can't remember where you put your keys, even though you just had them. Simple conversations become a struggle, like trying to talk underwater. This isn't your regular, I need coffee kind of brain fog. It's your body waving a giant red flag. This sudden confusion could be a sign of a silent brain problem. Think of it like a tiny power outage in your brain. Unlike regular brain issues with physical symptoms, these sneaky ones only mess with your thinking and memory. Over time, these little power outages can add up, leaving behind tiny spots of damage in your brain. Sometimes it's your body's way of saying there's a serious infection going on. When your body is fighting off something nasty, it can affect your brain in weird ways. Your immune system might get so overwhelmed that it starts messing with your thinking, and this can happen without any other obvious symptoms. You might feel physically fine while your brain is screaming for help. So next time you experience sudden, severe confusion that feels different from regular tiredness, don't brush it off. Your brain might be trying to tell you something important. Number 8. The dark line of danger. Imagine checking your nails and spotting a dark vertical line running down your fingernail. At first, you might think it's just a bruise or from hitting your nail somewhere, but it's called subungual melanoma, and it's your nail's version of saying, we've got a serious problem. Over time, this sneaky line might start getting wider or darker, like watching a horror movie in slow motion. Your nail has special cells that give it color, just like your skin. When these cells go rogue, they create this dark line as an SOS signal. Not every dark line is dangerous, though. Sometimes it's just your nail being dramatic. If you've got darker skin, these lines are actually pretty common and usually harmless. The real red flags are when you see one lonely line that keeps changing over time, or if it starts affecting the skin around your nail. The good news is, if you catch it early, doctors can usually handle it pretty well. Number 7. Seeing rainbows around lights. So you're driving home late at night when suddenly every streetlight starts wearing a colorful halo, like someone decorated the whole city with tiny circular rainbows. When light enters your eye, it should travel straight through like a laser beam. But sometimes, pressure starts building up in your eye, kind of like an overinflated balloon. This extra pressure makes your eye's lens and cornea act weird, scattering light in all directions. Think of it like looking through a dirty camera lens. Everything gets a bit distorted. This pressure can slowly damage your optic nerve. That's the cable that sends pictures to your brain. Once that nerve gets damaged, it's game over for those cells. They don't grow back. Different people see these halos differently. Some folks see full rainbow circles. Others just see faint colored outlines. If you start seeing these disco lights around every bright source, don't wait around thinking it's just a cool visual effect. Get your eyes checked before that pressure decides to turn your optic nerve into a squished garden hose. Number 6. The one bite full feeling. You sit down for your favorite meal, and after just one bite, you feel like you've eaten an entire Thanksgiving dinner. Basically, your stomach's hitting the emergency brake way too early. Think of your stomach like a balloon that's supposed to stretch when you eat, but sometimes that balloon starts acting up and says, "Nope, we're full," before you've barely started. Your stomach physically can't stretch properly when this happens. It's like trying to blow up a balloon that's got a knot in it. If this keeps happening, especially if you're losing weight without trying, don't just brush it off. It could be something simple like inflammation, or it could be something that needs immediate attention. Number 5. The eyelid's slow descent. Imagine waking up one morning and noticing something weird in the mirror. One of your eyelids is hanging lower than the other one. Doctors call this ptosis. It's like your eyelid decided to take an unexpected vacation without telling the rest of your face. Sometimes this droopy eyelid is your body waving a red flag about myasthenia gravis, which is when your immune system gets confused and starts attacking the connections between your nerves and muscles. And weirdly enough, this drooping can change throughout the day. Sometimes your eyelid might look fine in the morning after a good rest, but by evening, it's hanging lower than your motivation on a Monday. And it's not just about looking sleepy. This could be a sign that other muscles in your body are having communication problems too. Number 4. The strange salt craving. Picture this. You sit down for dinner and suddenly have this weird urge to pour salt on everything. You see, right above your kidneys sit these tiny but super important organs called adrenal glands. Think of them as your body's hormone factory. When these little factories start slacking off at their job, things get weird. One of the first signs is an intense craving for salt that makes you want to lick pretzels like a deer at a salt lick. This could be happening because your body is losing salt. Without enough salt, your blood pressure can drop dangerously low. This salt craving usually shows up with some other sneaky symptoms. You might feel tired all the time, like you're dragging around a bag of rocks. Your muscles might feel as weak as wet noodles, and you might start losing weight without even trying. Most people ignore these warnings until things get really bad. They think they're just going through a weird food phase or working too hard. So next time you find yourself wanting to eat salt straight from the shaker, maybe give your doctor a call. Number 3. Your tongue's weird look. Ever looked in the mirror and noticed your tongue looking weirdly smooth and shiny? Your tongue is supposed to be covered in tiny bumps called papillae. They're like the shag carpet of your mouth, giving your tongue its normal, textured look. But sometimes these bumps decide to take an unexpected vacation. When they disappear, your tongue turns into this weird, glossy red thing that looks like it belongs in a medical textbook. This is your body screaming for vitamin B12. Think of B12 as the delivery guy for oxygen in your body. When there's not enough of it, your tongue starts throwing a fit. Number 2. The hiccup that never ends. Imagine getting a hiccup that just won't quit. Not for an hour, not for a day, but for weeks or even months. Most of us get hiccups when we eat too fast or laugh while drinking, but sometimes these annoying little hicks are your body waving a big red flag. Here's what's happening. Your diaphragm suddenly decides to have a little spasm. When that happens, your vocal cords slam shut, giving you that classic hic sound. Usually, this is no big deal, just your body being weird for a few minutes. But sometimes it's because the nerves controlling your diaphragm are getting squeezed or irritated. In some cases, these never-ending hiccups have helped doctors discover kidney problems. Number 1. Red hot ears flare up. Imagine waking up and your ears feel like they're on fire. Not just warm, but burning hot and bright red like a cartoon character who just ate a ghost pepper. There's this super rare condition that only about 100 people have ever been officially diagnosed with. It makes your ears randomly turn into mini space heaters without warning. The really crazy part is it happens more often in the left ear than the right. Scientists still can't figure out exactly why that is. Some people get these flare-ups for just a few seconds. Others have their ear doing its best impression of a stoplight for hours at a time. These episodes can be your body's way of saying there's something going wrong with your blood vessels or nerves. Think of it like your car's check engine light, but instead of a light on your dashboard, it's your ear turning into a glow stick. Sometimes it's connected to headaches, but other times it just happens because your body decided today was a good day to mess with you. So next time your ears start feeling like they're auditioning for a role as Rudolph's nose, maybe get it checked out. Better safe than sorry when your body's literally turning red trying to get your attention. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.